In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
You have probably heard that the comedian Katt Williams is telling Hollywood's biggest secrets. His latest target is Kevin Hart. A few years ago, Kevin Hart publicly criticized Katt. He said Katt's drug problems ruined his career and that Katt blamed others for his own mistakes. Now, Katt has fired back. In a new interview with Shannon Sharpe, Katt made serious accusations. He said Kevin Hart sold his soul to become famous in Hollywood. He even said Kevin was forced to do a humiliating act. He said Kevin had to dress up as a gay man to prove he would be loyal to the industry powers.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Katt has criticized Kevin before for being too hungry for fame. But this time, he held nothing back. He exposed everything he says Kevin did to become successful. Now, Kevin Hart has had enough. He is tired of Katt ruining his reputation. Reports say Kevin is planning to sue Katt for defamation. This could make 2024 a very messy year for both of them. Katt's interview with Shannon Sharpe was over 3 hours long and broke the internet. Instead of being funny, Katt was serious. He named names and shared secrets that left everyone shocked. The biggest moment was when he directly called out Kevin Hart, calling him power-hungry.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like, when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on. And, what? A prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress.
When Katt talked about a humiliation ritual, it reminded people of something from Kevin's past. Years ago, Kevin Hart played a gay character in a skit on Saturday Night Live, SNL. This made fans remember old rumors. There were always stories that black male comedians were pressured to wear dresses to become famous. This idea became famous when Dave Chappelle went on Oprah in 2006. He said that while making a movie, producers tried to make him wear a dress. When he said no, they immediately had a different script ready. This was a big deal in Hollywood. After that, other celebrities were asked about it, including Kevin Hart.
But the minute it was clear, I was adamant. I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. Guy comes back 10 minutes later, the whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast?
At first, Kevin Hart laughed about the idea, but he was very clear. He said he would never wear a dress just to make Hollywood happy. He said he would not compromise his morals. But not long after saying that, he did the complete opposite. He appeared on SNL in a dress and a wig. Fans were shocked. The man who said he would never do it did it. Maybe Kevin just thought it was a funny joke. But many people did not believe that. They felt he did it to please the powerful people in Hollywood. They think he did it to get more famous and get more movie roles. And it worked. Kevin was already famous, but after the SNL skit, his career became huge. He was in big movies and hosted award shows. Still, many fans called him a sellout. Kevin went on Twitter to defend himself. He said, I wore a dress on SNL because I thought it was funny. I made that decision. Nobody made it for me. When Katt was later asked about it, he didn't make fun of Kevin. He just said it wasn't really Kevin's fault.
Great comedian said that, you know, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts? And is that something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. You know, for me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so, you know, I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on a talk show this morning.
You look good doing it,
though. Not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm going to look stupid. You know, at the end of the day, you got to know that you're a brand.
Yeah.
I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So, you know, protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
Katt says Kevin was just part of an old Hollywood system. He says it is a pattern where black men are made to wear a dress before they are allowed to become super famous. There is also a fan theory that gets even darker. For years, some fans have believed that Kevin Hart was an industry plant. They think the powers in Hollywood chose him to replace Katt Williams. This theory got more popular after Kevin wore the dress on SNL. Because while Kevin's fame was growing, the media started to attack Katt. They wrote stories saying Katt was unstable and a drug addict. Katt himself talked about these accusations in a famous rant in 2016. What he said made people believe the theory even more.
At the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we had Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen Madea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
Okay.
After all that drama, Katt Williams disappeared for a while. He was not on social media and did not do interviews. But when he came back in 2018, he was ready to fight. In a new interview, he attacked the industry again. This time, his target was another comedian, Tiffany Haddish. He called her a power-hungry industry plant who sold out for fame. Katt did not say Kevin Hart's name in that interview, but Kevin definitely heard what was said.
The reason I don't do Big Tigger is because I had a tumor in my upper jaw and they had to take it out and they had to block the whole right of my sinus with a piece of metal. So ever since I got out the Marine Corps, I can only breathe out of one nostril, boy. I get my blood tested every 3 months for the last 15 years. All narcotic tests have come up 0.00%. I'm 44 years old. Little Tigger. You look up my rap sheet. I have never had a DUI or a possession of anything, not even the I do every day. See, when you real, you can tell the truth about anything or anybody.
A few days later, Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish were on the radio show The Breakfast Club together. Kevin went off on Katt. He called Katt a failure. He said Katt threw his own career away because he chose to be a drug addict instead of being successful. These words hurt Katt, and he was not going to ignore them. Just hours later, Katt posted a video on Instagram. He clapped back hard. He said Kevin was lying to protect his own image and his secret deals in Hollywood. This public fight showed that this was not just a friendly competition. It was a real war.
6 female black comedians that I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headline 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
But people like real, and that's why
is
they
that
like
what
her.
they like?
They love realness.
Oh, because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No.
Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt.
After that fight, Katt disappeared again. He was completely off the grid. But a few days ago, he came back and dropped his biggest bomb yet. In his latest claims, Katt says Kevin Hart sold his soul for power and fame. Katt says Kevin made secret deals with powerful people in Hollywood. He says Kevin traded his loyalty and his silence for success. Katt says he is different. He says he never took money to to stay quiet about Hollywood secrets. He also told a story about being blackballed. He said he was supposed to be in the movie Friday After Next, but the producers wanted him to do a scene about sexual assault. Katt refused, saying it was not funny. After the movie was done, he says every movie role he was promised suddenly vanished. And he says those same roles were given to Kevin Hart, who was always willing to do what he was told.
Tracing where Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy. You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You promo shoots. You off your promo trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what? I gotta fix me, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stand up for comedy. So when you say Tiffany Haddish doesn't deserve or isn't really a comedian and these other women have worked hard, which they have. Shouts out to Melanie Camacho. Shouts out to Lunel. Shouts out to Leslie Jones, who are all underneath the umbrella of Katt Williams. Katt Williams, have you ever used your platform to fucking bring the people that were under you up? You haven't. So because you haven't, don't shit on those that now are. I've used my platform and I've brought my guys and girls up. The brand of Kevin Hart is a brand that's expanded so fucking far, whether you like me or not. My presence in comedy will forever be felt because I'm a fucking boss. I sit on the top of it, and the opportunities that I'm giving are the ones that I'm creating. So take responsibility for what you did. You. Nobody else did. You don't hear Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, the Kings of Comedy, Seinfeld. You don't hear George Lopez, Eddie Griffin. You don't hear who else can I go down the road of other comedians? Steve Martin, Martin Short. You don't hear the guys that got on top and that made it by doing what they love complain about the people that are coming under them. The reason why is because they're happy with themselves. Don't blame everybody else for your shit. Don't shit on my sister Light because you're not happy with your shit.
Kevin Hart did not directly respond to Katt's new claims, but he did send a message in a sneaky way. He was a guest commentator at a basketball game. While there, he made a corny joke about Katt. He joked about Katt buying the team's tickets and dropping them off at the game. Fans knew this was a subtle dig at Katt. Kevin was smiling, but everyone knew he was telling Katt he was ready to fight. Now, there are reports that Kevin Hart is getting ready to finally sue Katt Williams.
He wasn't there and off making 85 million. I was over here not making 85 million. But it's all good. I don't mind $1 million a month and keeping my soul. And as long as Richard Pryor was able to be the king of comedy and a crackhead, they gonna continue to say maybe I am. But again, I urge you, and there's a you can do that'll get you Katt Williams level. You should OD on it tonight.
The reports say Kevin feels this feud has gone on for too long and that Katt has finally gone too far. After everything that has been said, it does not look like either man is going to back down. As always, people on social media have strong opinions. One person wrote, "I've always believed Kevin Hart was planted to replace Katt. It happened right when Katt's career hit turbulence. Then boom, Kevin was everywhere." Another fan said, "It's absolutely true. I remember him just being a background comedian in Scary Movie 3. And then suddenly Hollywood's golden boy. I never thought he was that funny. So, how did he blow up so fast?" The internet is split. Some people think Katt is just bitter and jealous. Others believe he is finally telling the truth about what really happens in Hollywood. Now, I want to know what you think. Do you believe Kevin Hart sold his soul for power and fame? Or is Katt Williams just causing drama to get attention? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch our next video. Trust me, this story is only going to get crazier.